customer states that they just had brakes done, and this is what happens. Not even touching. Okay, let's try this again. Let's hit them brakes. Alrighty. Yeah, this person's got some issues. Probably a bad lower control arm or something. Hopefully. And the clinking. Okay, that does not sound good. Go ahead, shake it.
That's a cross.
Yep. Yeah, looks like they bashed the weld off of that freaking nut there. Yep. Yeah, that'll be there. All right. Now that lower control arm shouldn't be moving like that, and it's moving because the weld on this bum here, this threaded bum, I guess you call it a bum, that thing is supposed to be welded to that. And I guess when this person hit it, it snapped that. So now it's loose and now it's moving its butt off, scaring the hell out of you. Okay, they're going to have to tack weld that thing back on. Yeah. That's not gonna come off anymore, I can tell you that. And of course, with any kind of suspension work, you're gonna want to get this thing aligned. I mean, you could have a steering wheel that's off, and anyways, it's just good practice to align the thing if you have to deal with some kind of suspension. And we gotta turn it like the computer says, so let's turn it. Okay, bing, turn it to the right. All right, and then we gotta go back straight. There we go. All right, now everything's compensated. Looks like it. Now I start it on up. Let the power steering level out, or equal out rather. Get the steering wheel straight, and put the pedal, the steering wheel lock, which would be that thing. Put it right underneath the steering wheel like this. So you can lock the steering wheel so it doesn't move. There we go. Actually, that looks a little bit more straight than the last view. On to adjusting. Looks like I got my work cut out for me. Now I'm old school. I like to look at the bar graphs so I can see, because these arrows, need to be in the middle. So let's go ahead and start turning out that toe and getting it straight. Now, of course, I don't like being on my hands and knees, so we're going up with the vehicle. Now, to adjust the toe on the rear, it's kind of like a jam nut style. You gotta unloosen this 17 millimeter, and then you see the bolt looking thing right here? Well, that's, I believe it's about a 24. And then you gotta turn that, which turns the eccentric. And yes, this is a lot easier to do with sockets, but I'm not gonna run all the way back to my toolbox to go get a socket when I got wrenches right here. You'll know which way is the right way because the computer will tell you. So to turn it in, got to pull it down basically. Hopefully this will zoom in. Right. Not very well, but you'll see this left one right here. You'll see it start to come in. Okay, now we can lock that nut down. Try not to disturb the other nut or the eccentric rather, because you'll be doing this stuff all over again. And yes, you always gotta start with the back first. Now you see the little red right there? Well, gotta loosen that up right there. Ooh, that jumped way too much. Start moving. All right, let's get the turning. Focus in on that right there, that red, you'll see it start to go green. There we go. Okay, now we can lock this down because the rear is done. Down, lock it down. On to the front. Okay, like I said, now that we're done with the rear, I can go and switch to the front, which is right up here. It should pull up these. Yes, we have to get that steering wheel and a tie rod straight. So doesn't have a camber adjustment up here, so we're not gonna bother with that, but definitely gotta do the toe. So let's turn those tie rods in or out, however it's supposed to be, and we'll go from there. Now to adjust those two red things, those red bar graphs, gotta turn the tie rod, which, let me zoom back out. Hit that 24 jam nut, and then we gotta turn this outer shaft right there. And then we'll see which way it goes and yada yada. Alright. Back it out just a little bit. And I take my 14 and I cut it right up here. Sometimes you're gonna have to use a pair of vice grips or even a pipe wrench sometimes to get these things to turn. So we're just gonna ever so slightly turn this. There we go. And we're going the wrong way. Don't go. I don't know if you can see that, but you'll see it change green. Hopefully the wrench is not in the way. Alright, almost there. Almost there. Go slow, go slow. See if I can get it on the money. I know it's already in the green, but I want it almost in the middle. There we go. Alright, now we just gotta lock down the lock nut. Jam nut, lock nut, whatever you want to call it. Right. Okay, I got the left front dialed in. Now I need to get to that right front. So I'm gonna do the same thing we did the other side. Pop that jam nut out or loose, and then turn the shaft, and you know, you get the point. And that's what we're looking for, all green. But like I said, camber, there is no adjustment for that unless you want to start drilling holes out and putting little smaller bolts in and all that good stuff. But that's not going to cause tire wear, I promise you that. Now, of course, the biggest test is making sure all that work we just did, the problem went away. If you guys recall, when I would hit the brakes, you'd see the steering wheel shift to the right. Now, I'm gonna come up here to the stop sign. Look, watch, I'm gonna hit the brakes now. Ready? Steering wheel stayed straight. And of course, I don't feel that clanging when I brake either, so that's a good thing. And also too, let's check our alignment, make sure our steering wheel is straight, see if we can drive with no hands. Okay, road crown's not going to make me do that, but I will. Promise you the steering wheel is straight. Well, that's a wrap for this repair. On to the next one. See you on the next repair. Bye.